Hello, everybody. I wasn't ready for myself, so here we go. I wanted to pop you guys up just during the kiss alone. That was one. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Functioning Chat with Kettle Kitchen and Dale and Lisa from 9 Acre Family Farm.
Well, hello.
Michelle from Big Valley Living and Joey and Ginger from Not For Nothing Homestead.
Howdy, howdy.
Look at a hand today.
What is
I
this?
know it's a body.
Always finished, Joey. I love this.
I want to run through real quick and say hi to everybody in chat. We got Hardneck Farms. Wendy, thank you for coming in. Joey, fix it for you. I wonder who that is. Big Valley Living, I'm assuming Michelle.
Yep.
Scrolling on down the line.
I was trying to
Mud and Mascara has joined us. Thank you for coming in. Not For Nothing Homestead, Suburban Hillbilly, Pike Creek Farm. And there we go. So hello, everyone.
Hello.
So
Did you
just
get
real
Wendy?
quick,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Did you get Wendy at Hardneck? I think she was the first one in the room
it was
today.
the very first one I said hello to.
Woo, spacey. Girl. Focus.
So a lot of thoughts and prayers going out to Oklahoma. It sounds like they're in a rough time right now, and I'm sure there's other parts that are as well. So I just want to make sure we all give a thought to them and hope for the best. Are you okay there, Mr. Bibbs?
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to point out something. Can I see?
Bibs.
Can I please see the duo displaying the shirts at Not For Nothing Homestead?
Yeah, they want to see the shirts. Ta-da!
Performance.
Aww.
Fishing USA. There you go. Great.
We've been angling today.
Yes, we've been
So,
angling today.
There's a subtle drop for
Yes.
Angler April 2023. You'll have to watch that video. That did start yesterday. No, it started, yesterday.
Yesterday.
So there you go. So everybody be watching for it. Stephanie has joined us. Hello. Rhonda, Mimi Dishes has joined us. So this is a little different from what we've been doing. We've been talking about our pantry and things in our pantry and things like that. Oh, Isaiah wants to show off. He's helping Mom make cinnamon rolls.
Ooh, yummy.
Good job.
Nice, Isaiah. Those look good.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you, he said.
Wow.
Today I thought it would be a good time to find out what inspires you and your channel. Okay. And there's a couple other questions that I have ready for that, but just to give people an idea, what is it that keeps you going, puts you in a direction? If that makes any sense at all, I hope it does. That's a yes. Ginger, you look
Yes.
okay. There you go. Okay.
No, I'm saying hello to people because for some reason on my chat on my computer, I can't chat.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I don't know why my box doesn't go down low enough for me to be able to type in here.
Get out of it and then come back into it. That might.
Out of
Are
the
you
chat.
talking in StreamYard?
Are you talking StreamYard or YouTube?
Oh, I'm in StreamYard.
Yeah, you have to be YouTube. You can't chat in StreamYard.
Well,
we figured out your problem, so that's good.
Y'all.
It's
So
been a
let
rough
me
day today.
see if I can fix it here. If I won't do the Joe fix it for me, I'll just do fix it for myself.
Isaiah,
Don't worry, Joe will fix it
Joe
for
will
you.
fix it. Well, yep, Joe will fix it for you.
Yeah, he will, but I gotta
Dark
fix it for
Lord
myself.
Minute, I see has slid in.
Yeah.
I see Corner Clubhouse Cobalt has joined us.
Whoa.
All right.
Sorry. There.
Are we all good now?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
All good now.
So I'm going to go all over the place. Michelle, what inspires you and your channel?
It motivates us to try new things, and we also, I mean, I've got a lot of things, but we really enjoy sharing recipes with people, and we also like the fellowship that we've developed over the time, and because we've developed friendships, and those friendships mean a lot to us.
Yep. That's a good answer. Good
Hey,
answer.
Well, thank
Good
you.
answer.
Good answer.
Ginger, how about you and Joey?
Yeah.
What inspires you guys in your channel?
Oh my goodness, what inspires us? I will tell you, if I go through and I see a comment from somebody who says, "Oh wow, I did this based on your video," or "You've inspired me to pick up crocheting again," or something like that. If I can just inspire one person, then the next time I go to do something, I look at it like, oh, let me take a video of this because maybe this will inspire somebody to do what I'm doing today. So that actually keeps me evolving from one video to the next.
Which we will get into that, because that is one of the questions I do have, is when considering content, what do you look for and what drives that content? So we'll come back to that. But I like the idea that it's the comments that do inspire you to think of things as you go along throughout your day. So that's a great idea. Dale and Lisa, how about you?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of what I was gonna say is the encouraging words that we get back in comments and emails and messages and phone calls and support through the community, you know, is what keeps us going. We started it for our grandchild, you know, because one of these days we're not going to be here, and we want her to be able to see what we did, what we do, what we're like, you know, and stuff like that forever. That inspires us. Plus, when we see what's going on in today's society and everything else, we feel like we have something to offer people who seem to be struggling with that kind of thing. And if we can be a bright spot at one little moment during their week to get their mind off of the budget or what's on the news or whatever,
or to help them with their budget,
to help them with all the above, that's what keeps us going.
Well, good. And I think mine's a collection of everything what you guys said, but I also think I will do that, Wendy. One of the things I think that really actually drove me to this was, we were on the phone with Tiffany yesterday, and Tiffany had made a comment, and I thought to myself, you know, what is it that makes a channel do what it does? You know, because a lot of people don't know what that is. Not necessarily where did it generate from, but what keeps you going? What is it that makes you get up the next day and look for something to do? And I think that's a conversation that isn't really discussed that much. And it's not because anybody's trying to hold private information. It's just you never really get into those discussions. So I think the other thing too is especially doing the lives, when we see somebody in chat and they're like a light bulb goes off, or they get a question answered, or they feel like they're a part of the conversation. Those are the type of things that inspire me, because it shows me that what we're doing, even if it's just the 4 of us that get together 3 times a week, it still is something they come back to. Because Rhonda, I think it was Rhonda, if not, it was a couple others the other night. It's nice to come to a channel that you know you're going to learn something from. And I think that is inspiring to me more than anything. That we are putting information out there that people are getting value out of. Now, is that one person? Is it 10 people? Is it 25? That just depends on the subject matter. But to have just one do that is the whole point behind it. Cindy Brown joined us. Thank you for coming.
Downtown Cindy Brown.
Yeah. And she just made a comment that person-to-person connection really matters. And as much as like Tuesday night game night's more about, you know, those on the panel.
Oh, not this coming Tuesday.
Not this coming Tuesday, correct. But also acknowledging these channels, and whether you're small, medium, or large, it doesn't matter to us. If you want to be a part of this group, then that's a choice you make, and we gladly will take it, you know, take you in and you'll be a part of us. So
take you in.
All right. So this is the next question I have, and I think this time we'll go with Ginger first.
Oh gosh, put me on the spot. You don't even give me time to think. And by the way, back to Dale and Nana's point about, you know, phone calls, emails. Sorry, Dale and Nana, I won't call y'all at 2:30 in the morning anymore.
You are welcome to call us at 2:30 in the morning anytime.
I'm kidding.
I missed out on something.
Yeah. You were snoring. I heard you. You were there.
I will be snoring at 2:30 in the morning.
I do want to hit this a couple of what's being said over here, and I'm not going through all of them. I just happened to see them, so I want to
hear the question first, so I can talk, so I can think about it while you're hitting the comments.
Are you trying to buy yourself some time? Is that what you're doing?
No planning.
Yes.
We just filmed all the video.
Okay, so here's your question. When considering content, what do you look for? Okay. So going back to the comments, Renee made a comment. I also nope, I missed that one. Hold on. When somebody says they tried a recipe and like it, that's a great feeling. And it goes back to what Ginger said, and I think that's a valid point. Likes the connections made with wonderful friends, which goes to Michelle's point. Suburban Hillbilly, and there are those commenters that just tell you what they think you should do. and that's, none of us are like that. Here's what we do. This is why we do it, or how we approach it. And it's like, I don't know how many times we have said on this, specifically on Kettle Kitchen, when we have had live conversations, go do your own research. But here's what we do. Go do your own research, but this is what I would do if I was in that situation. It's giving you an alternate, but it's not telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. I do like the ones that will say, I do, you know, this same recipe, only I add this or that.
Yeah.
I mean, comments like that makes me think outside my box and say, wow, I never thought to add that or make that a topping or something like that, you know, particularly in recipes. So yes, I mean, I like those comments in recipes, not, you know, we don't put it out there.
Negative Nelly, but you don't want negative Nelly, but I do like good ideas, because I've improved some of my own recipes based on comments.
Yep. I've done that too.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen some recipes come out and I like, oh, I do it. Well, let me think about it for a second. Actually, that sounds better now that I think about it, you know.
Exactly what Cindy said. I personally love that you're all not just willing to teach, but to learn and to listen as well.
Thanks, Cindy.
And I think that's important too, is that the community we've created, which I'll come back to that towards the end, but the community that's been created is more about the people in chat are just as important in our learning process as we are in theirs. And so much information I have learned has come out of chat. I mean, that's the honesty of it. So Stephanie said, I had one of my subscribers tell me that they love that I cook healthy and everything's homemade, and said it inspired her to cook low carb and sugar free. She was so grateful for that. And I think the beauty, Stephanie being a good example, we all have different recipes, and then it gives her some maybe inspiration, and then she can put it into the mold that she's trying to fit in, and then put another recipe. So it provides her, I'm assuming, provides her some alternatives for content as well. So let's come back to the question that I asked you. When you're looking at content or considering content, what is it that you look for as a content creator?
You're starting with me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All you.
I'm gonna go Ginger, then Dale and Lisa, then Michelle.
It's funny. The weird thing, I guess, that I do is, my feet hit the floor in the morning, and I go, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then I walk out the door and I look around and I say, what needs to be done today? And can I teach anybody anything or show them something new with what I'm about to do? If it's a nay, then I just leave the tripod up here in the kitchen. If it's a yay, maybe I might, or maybe they might like to see this, the growth in it, the changes. Then I'll take everybody with me and just say, I wanted to share this with you.
That's good. I want to, just real quick, Wendy said she tried my Martha Washington recipe and they didn't turn out. Give me a call. We'll figure out what's going on there. And Stephanie says, yes, it does. So that shows me again, what we're putting out there gives her an outlet to search for content and then utilize it on her channel too. So that's great. Dale, Lisa, what about you guys?
On what inspires us for the next content that we're putting out, or how do we figure
when
out?
Considering content, what do you look for? How do you look for that content?
So first of all, I know this is going to sound cliche to some people. I pray about it.
Yeah.
What I need
Nothing
to be
cliche
led
about
to do.
that. Hold on,
but that, along with what Ginger was saying, it's a little bit about what we have going on that week, or collaborations really help because you at least know you're going to have one video that'll have to do with that collaboration.
Right.
We really like the series things. Like last year we did the How We Can't Farm Like Justin Rhodes series. So we knew what our next video was going to be about, what next step was going to be about, or, when we were doing our kitchen gardens, or when I'm mechanicking or something like that, at least that helps me with the direction. But the flat inspiration comes from lives, from comments that are brought up in lives, people that are curious, ask questions that maybe gets answered during that live, but you feel like you could elaborate on it more, or maybe you could help out more by videoing out that. My luck with the whole random search generator and stuff has not led us down very good roads. Most of the time that I try, the YouTube has an option where you can look and see what other people are searching for. And it'll tell you if they're low, medium, or high. And it doesn't really help me.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah, it's in your studio. And duo me, and we'll talk about it.
Words, right?
Okay.
And then it will bring up the next words for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So here.
There's somebody inside my YouTube studio going, why aren't you listening to me, lady?
So I want to hit this real quick. Deb C joined us. We also have a new person in with us, Kelly S. Cool YouTube feature. Was watching one of your shorts. It showed me you were live. So I clicked it and here I am. That's part of what also builds to this group we're doing, is those kinds of things,
Well, hopefully you'll enjoy your time here with us.
Hopefully, yes. I didn't mean to cut you off, though. I just didn't want to miss them because that chat floats sometimes. So
no, it's fine.
Were you guys done with what you were saying?
How about you? How do you get your next content?
I don't put out much content online. You know that.
Yes, she does. When I call her up,
I put mine,
hey,
when I put mine out, it's a collaboration on my channel.
Right.
I focus on this one on our main channel mostly. So
well, okay, we'll go to Michelle and then we'll come. I got a kind of question that goes into that. So Michelle, how about you?
Okay.
I do like collaborations because it does help me to focus because I can easily chase a squirrel. And,
and I'm right behind her.
Yeah, yep. Right. I know, right? Hey, Ginger, can I call you for 5 minutes?
Yes.
So I even put a timer on my phone now. Like, okay, I said 5 minutes. I meant 5 minutes. But collaborations help me keep focused, make sure that I get content out, but also go ahead.
Hold on just a second. Deb C, I will post up her link here in just a second. Sorry, Michelle, go ahead.
No problem. And I get a lot of inspiration from lives too. Yesterday I was on a live with Renee in the morning, and there were just people were bantering in chat, right? And so we're just all talking. I wasn't on her live, I was in the chat. And the chat started taking on its own conversation. And I've already got 3 things that I am now planning videos for just because of that. However, I want to get my collaboration things done first and honor commitments that I've already made. So now I have direction for the month. Like, we need to finish up our video for the Angler April. I've got to start in on my 1908 recipes. Oh, I've got one ready right now for Chris and Larry. So it's a balance for us. And then we also want to share more about the area that we live in, because we always talk about moving because California's crazy. Okay, no lie. But we also live in a beautiful country and in a beautiful state. And we've been all over the country, but we want to share our state because I think a lot of people have misconceptions about California. And we'd like to dispel a few of those myths.
Dale, can I give Stephanie needs your email address for Angler Collab. Do you want to send her?
I just sent her another email, but it's 9acrefamilyfarms@gmail.com. It's pretty simple.
There you go. So Joey, if you could pop that in there for me, that'd be great. Or Cindy, if Cindy's in here still. Don Ray B, thank you for coming in. Kelly S, if you like watching collaborations or collabs, you've come to the right place, because this group is full of them.
I'll read her whole comment because
we're not clicky. We include a lot of other channels.
So we really reached out in ours to make sure that we included channels that normally weren't in collaborations that we normally see and things like that. That's what it's about.
And there is Dale and Lisa's channel email address. So if you guys want to reach out to them, there you go. Thank you, Cindy. But and that's so there's a struggle, and I'm glad that she brought that up, because there is a struggle. Okay. And I need people, at least from our perspective, because we've all had this conversation one time or another. I know we have. If we haven't, I apologize, but I'm going to include you all anyways. When you put together a collaboration, you want to go to the channels you know that are going to produce. You also want to invite and include channels that are outside of that normal. Sometimes you run into, you don't have a choice though, depending on the season. If a lot of channels are involved in, say, garden or farming harvesting, or it's pig time of the year, or it's whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Like with me, during the school year is harder for me to do, but the summer times the kids are out of school, so I don't have those responsibilities to deal with anymore. So again, those are those different types of things. Michelle?
Speaking to Cindy Brown's comment there, if you want to be in a collab and don't ask, don't wait. That's how I got into my first couple of collaborations. I actually reached out and I said, hey, I'd really like to do that. There's another huge channel that I really kind of wanted to join, but it was too late. So I sent a note to that content creator for next year. And I said, hey, if you would consider my channel, I would love to do something in next year's collab. And son of a gun, I'm on the list. So I've got time to think about it. I've got time to plan. And I've reached out and they've said, we're sorry, we're already full up. And those are the breaks. That's how
I was just going to say, don't get discouraged if they're still a month away from the collab and it's already full, because those things get planned. Tony froze in mid-bite.
Sorry.
No, I actually thought it was kind of funny.
Sorry.
Start planning that, like Dale and Nana started planning Angler April in January. So I mean, these things, because you have to be organized, you have to organize a schedule, you have to give Tony plenty of time to make you a thumbnail.
Okay, now you need to make your own thumbnail now. Come on now. Come on.
Notice how I snuck that in there, right?
Now look who froze. Yeah. She froze like that. That was cool.
Oh, that's another good idea.
They do take time to plan. So don't be upset because you're just hearing about it and maybe they're already full. But we do try to keep running notes for next year.
Right. So that was the one thing I was going to say. I seen Joyce Stewart show hopped in as well. I wanted to say hi and thank you for coming. And Cindy does make a very valid point. You can volunteer to fill in case someone misses their upload. We're always looking, at least I am, and I know Dale and Lisa would be, and I know all of us sitting here have done it or would do it. Take a name down in case there's a hole that needs to be filled. But I'm going to offer this piece of advice. If you're going to volunteer your name to be out there and be used, have a video ready.
Yes.
Because nothing more frustrating than you got somebody that says that they can do it. And then, okay, somebody didn't drop a video. Can you put yours up? And then you don't have one to produce. That would be frustrating. But most people, I don't think we've ever had somebody that says I got one ready and then doesn't. That typically doesn't happen. So I'm trying to keep up with comments, so it's hard here. Sorry, but
I was Michelle, have we got to? Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say on that whole collaboration thing and figuring out how to get on it, join whatever. There were some channels through some of the other collaborations that what they would do was they would make a video and try the recipe within that collaboration and say, the collaboration name, inspired by this collaboration, my take on it, something like that. And then that's how they drew attention to themselves from that host to say, hey, next year I want them in there. I can give you a few examples of channels that did that during Last Chance Cook-Off and during,
And as far as etiquette goes, this is sort of like when you're bowling and you don't bowl to the person next to you, right? You got to take turns. So if you're tagging somebody because they inspired you, best to put @ channel name. Don't go in and put hashtag whatever it's called, because people who are just watching and they're wanting to comment because maybe they want to watch the people who are in that particular collab. They may be commenting and led down the wrong road thinking that we all try and say it in collaborations.
Right.
If it doesn't have this thing up here, I'm still so bad at this. If it doesn't have the little tag, right? And it may not be an official collaborator. And then they chase a rabbit because they're thinking they're getting chances to win their first canner, let's say.
Prizes. Yes.
There you go. Is that what you were looking for? Just for example of by Dale and Lisa?
You only see your finger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And so,
Sorry.
if you don't see that, be careful. And some people don't put that on their videos either. So,
Right.
It's not fail safe, but it's a good rule of thumb.
Well, and the other thing is too, and I got myself into a mess, and I'm here to admit it. I was trying to set up a calendar. You had a little bit of
a southern accent there. I like that.
I had a little bit of a mess.
You did.
I tried to encourage channels that we knew of that were, because we have a master list of collaborations we all know about and we're a part of, and this, that, and the other. And I was trying to get channels to send me a list of those. Well, people mistakenly thought I meant about them personally wanting to be included in collaborations, which then really spawned a secondary list, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm offering, if you are somebody who would like to be involved in collaborations, you don't have to say yes all the time, but it could be a list we could put together that people would be interested if we're looking for channels to fill in spots, then at least we would have a secondary list we could pull from. So my whole point I'm trying to get to is, if you have give me just a second here. Okay. So if you are interested in being put on that list, go ahead and send an email to that email address. I'll add you to that list. That's what I'm trying to say. So, so then it leads us to.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Well, I just want to give a for instance, because now he's leaving. Don't go away mad. Just go away. I'm kidding. Don't.
I didn't hear what you said. No. I was letting the dog in and out. Sorry.
I said, never mind. We'll come back to that later.
Okay.
No, when I met you guys in Last Chance Cook-Off, that's where I met y'all. And after talking to Tony a couple of times, he said, well, if we ever need an extra video, do you have something that you can drop? And I said, well, yeah, I do. So I would make, let's call it the meat and potatoes of the video, what you're actually doing. And I would hold that to the side. Then I could do an intro and an outro with the hashtag Last Chance Cook-Off, talking about the collab and all the people in it and this, that, and the other. And then going out, same thing. But if he didn't need it, I didn't put all that information in the meat and potatoes of it, so I could actually use it for content on my channel.
Correct. Yes, so and that's a very valid point. Very valid point. Because you can always have it just sitting there not being ran. And I like what she just said, because if it's not going to be utilized, then you still have ability to do that. So, Michelle, I'm going to let you answer this question because you're the one that kind of talked about it. Okay. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Stephanie, what I meant was, and I did this a lot too. So I'm doing this from a viewer perspective. Okay. I would go into the search engine because I'm going to use March of Pies, Pies of March. Sorry. I had an idea or I wanted to see everybody's ideas. So I go in, and in the YouTube search engine or, search feature, I put in hashtag Pies of March, and I'm hoping to see everybody's video before the end of the collaboration.
Right.
And it's it's not an open collaboration at that point. So I want to make sure that I've seen and commented on everybody's videos. Again, this is especially from a viewer perspective. And then I'll see like I'd see Dale and Nana, and I would see Leanne's, and I would see Ginger's and Tony's or Renee's. And then in the middle of it, I see somebody who wasn't in the collaboration. And I start watching it, and I'm like, oh, okay. I usually will watch the video, right? But I'm not necessarily going to comment on it unless I really like the recipe.
Right.
But the reason that I'm saying that isn't like you don't want to use a hashtag, but if you are saying, hey, Ginger, I love the pie that you did. So I made it. Then I'm going to make that. And instead of using hashtag Pies of March, I'm going to do at Not For Nothing Homestead, because they
so it tags the channel that you're trying to direct the notice to. Yes.
Correct. And if you wanted to be in the next one, let's say, then send a note to Tony and Leanne at the Mennonite Farmhouse saying, hey, I'd love to be considered to be in that next year. You know, I love this, or whatever you do.
And I think that's because we all we'll go back to Pies of March. You're doing your video, you put it out, you say, make sure you go down through the whole playlist, and Tony and Leanne will have it on their channel. Go look for all the videos, Pies of March. And then there's this random one there that wasn't in the list. And then you think, well, oh my gosh, I got to comment on that one too, because that I might miss out on that chance to win the $100 Visa gift card. That's so I want to make sure and comment on this one. When actually this person actually wasn't in the collab, they did a video and put it out inspired by somebody who was in the collab, and they wanted to give them that recognition. Hey, look, I loved your pie Ginger, I loved your quiche so much. Joey's looking at me like,
I like your egg pie, Jen.
My own.
Oh.
What Dale think?
I don't know. He was laughing, and you were. What did you say, Dale?
I said I liked your egg pie.
He liked my egg pie.
I'm sending it to you.
And are you kidding me? It's gone. They ain't nothing left of that, Dale. Sorry, it's gone.
But a lot of people will latch on to really large channels. You know, Canuary is going to be a great example. And when I typed in hashtag Canuary, whoa, I mean, it's just hundreds of channels. There were only about 30 channels, not 100.
Well, the other thing I want to throw out there, and it goes along with what both of you have said, but it still is the reality of it. There were channels, because they knew the videos were being viewed. There was a couple channels that just put miscellaneous stuff up there. So, example, we're doing the Pies of March, and then somebody would throw out a beef roast brisket that they did 2 weeks ago. Why would you do that? Well, then another one would come up, and it's like they're trying to get the viewers to go to their videos by just plopping that hashtag in there.
They're going into their the search engine optimization, because they know how to do it.
Yeah.
And they're just randomly throwing things in there to get people to come in. And I have seen videos on YouTube that encourage people to do that. And if that's how you want to get viewers, that's fine, but they're probably not going to stick with you. So I wouldn't suggest that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a very large channel. Just happened today with us that we have followed for quite a while, but we are done with the clickbait thing.
Yes.
Right.
Like, it's my neighbor shot at me or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
And then you go in and watch the video, and it's nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
You know, I can't, as a creator, we're not going to do that. I mean,
It's so disingenuous.
yes.
Yeah.
And if that's what it takes to get large subscriber counts, I guess I'm never going to get a large family.
I'm going to be a little channel.
And that's how I feel. I would rather get viewers honestly and subscribers honestly, because they want to see what we're doing next.
Yeah.
And you know what I did
Yes.
2 years ago, because we never were on a path like you guys at the beginning. We were not that focused. We were doing it for our kids and our grandchildren. And if we were busy at work, because we both work full time, then work had to take precedence because that's how we pay the bills. But I just feel like I would rather grow slowly. And I know also that what I did 2 years ago may not interest people who signed up with me 2 years ago. So I'm going to evolve and they're going to evolve, or what I'm putting out there may appeal to a new group of viewers or subscribers. And I can't take that personally either, because it's just the way life is, right? We even have friends in and out of our lives throughout our lives. And some of those friendships are going to be lifelong, and some are going to be there at the time you need them for. And that's okay.
I need to clarify something. There's a conversation going in chat about what the Pies of March is. And both Kelly S. and Dark Lord Minute are correct at the same time. It was a play on the Ides of March, as well as Pi Day, which is 3.14 ... We inclusively put those together to come up with the Pies of March. That's why it did it that way. So both reasons are correct.
Yeah.
Both people are correct. That was the reason behind it. So there we go. We've got discussion. So
and that's to help you with all the pies that are coming out, because you've got 4th of July and
ultimately.
And
I'm sorry not to interrupt you, but specifically, Leanne wanted to do that so people had ideas for pies for Easter. That was the whole point behind why she wanted to do it in the month of March. So
yes, because I'm so tired of doing the peep pies, with the little peeps.
So there you go. That was the reasoning. Anyway, so moving on to the next question, and we're going to start with Michelle on this one. Then we'll go to
Dale and Nana haven't started at the first yet.
Oh, no, they hadn't. You are correct. So we're going to go to Dale and Lisa.
I love you guys.
Seen that? Didn't see that coming.
We'll go Dale and Lisa, Michelle, and then Ginger. So here's your question.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Is it all about subscribers or just doing what you do because it's what you want to do?
We just do what we do because we want to do it.
We do what we do. I mean,
we care about our subscribers very much. We love every one of them. But we just do what we do because we like what we do.
I mean, I was just giving an example. If it was about subscribers, our videos would be completely different.
We could clickbait them in.
We could clickbait people all the time. We would be the ones that run around and did the trend thing, like another large channel that just demolishes all this type of cars and trucks and tractors and everything. And
I agree with Tiffany.
Huge subscriber counts and everything. And man, that's great. But I want mine to have a little more meat to it than that, really.
We just want to be real with everybody. We are who we are. And if you like us, that's amazing. We love you. And that's what we're about. We just want to be real.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we'll go on to Michelle. What's your thought process? Hello, Rena.
I do both. I mean, we just do what we're going to do. Collaborations, like I said earlier, keep us focused on certain things. But just watching YouTube has evolved what we do in our own lives, in our own house, like food preservation. We started out canning because we wanted to can healthy food. And then so we started watching YouTube to learn how to do it, and we started doing it, and we're like, okay, we also have recipes we want to share with the kids.
Right.
So it just evolved, and now my diet is changing, so I'm going to be changing a lot of things and the different foods that we preserve. We're going to preserve different sizes of food that we maybe hadn't done before because we're just getting older and we don't eat as much, and we learn so much from all of these other channels on YouTube that our recipes have changed, and we don't use all the same stuff. So I would say that it's not about the subscribers, but I'm not going to lie. It would be cool to have 1,000 subscribers, right? Or 2,000 or whatever. But obviously, I mean, we started in I'd have to go back. This is horrible. I think we started in February, the day before the Super Bowl in February 2021. And that's the first video that we put out. And so we're not growing that quickly. However, we've been growing more rapidly. And I am getting ideas from people. And I want, if they trust me enough to show them how to do something, that is a great honor. And that's that does help drive me, right? If you think my stuff's so good or you like the way I do it, why would I say no to help you? I would do that for my neighbor or my child.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Bucket list. Thank you. And hopefully we are inspiring people to do what needs to be done. They said they feel as if, I got to bring it up. It's where God directed me to this live tonight. It's been losing subscribers daily for the past 2 weeks and was feeling so down. So happy I dropped by. We're happy you're here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't take it personally because it happens to all of us.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I lost 60 in 2 days one time.
Yes, it happened.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have crushed me. I'd have been in bed for a week over that.
That's exactly what you can't do, Michelle.
I know. And I'm kind of saying this partly for everybody and for myself. Okay, so you gained 10 and you lost 7. That goes back to maybe what I started with.
I mean, you gained 7.
Well, but what I started with may not be what they originally signed up for. So that's okay.
True.
Yeah.
Could be.
Ginger, how about you? Subscribers are just doing what you do.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. We all watch the numbers.
Right.
We all do, and do I feel a little giddy when I wake up in the morning and I've gained 10 subscribers overnight? Like YouTube, I feel like has pushed out one of my shorts or something. Yes, that makes me happy. But kind of what Tiffany said, I'm still going to stick to what I do, what I know, what I think can help somebody else. I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going to bring it to you based on, the little guy in the back of YouTube studio that says what I need to be putting out, because I never even knew that guy lived in my YouTube studio.
Are you talking about Mr. Googly Pants?
Yes, I guess that's it. No, whoever the suggestion thing is that Dale was talking about, I didn't even know that was there. And I think if I did that, Dale, I would be like you guys. I would go down a rabbit hole that I would be chasing squirrels and I would lose sight of what it is that I like to do.
Yeah.
I love to cook. I love to share food. I think food brings people together no matter where you are, even if you can't understand me, if you speak another language. If I'm showing you an onion and showing you celery and sauteing them and what looks like oil, you're getting the gist of it.
I'm subscribed to several channels that don't translate.
Me too.
But I get it, and I'm inspired by them. So I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's fun when you see that you have a subscriber from India or Great Britain or something. That's kind of cool.
Australia
or the UK.
Yeah. Yes.
And Canadian. I mean, you guys are our neighbors. You're just right there, right above Tony.
Yeah.
Yep. Right in the armpit, right there, just a little above it. Yes.
An armpit of Canada, right there.
So here, this goes along with why, when I did my monetization, what did I even call that? Milestone giveaway. Okay. I looked at it this way, and it still stands true. Nothing has changed for me. I've just done what I thought was the right thing to do, and I keep doing what I think is the right thing to do. I am well above a point of getting monetized. I have more than enough watch hours, and I'm choosing not to. And there's a reason behind that, is because I feel like I'm in more control of my channel than being told what I have to do to just turn around and get half of it taken away, or them decide they don't like my content, or me not get pushed out there. And there are people that disagree with my style, and that's fine. I don't really care, because you know what? As of right now, I'm at 1244. My numbers are still going up, and I'm doing what I want to do it the way I want to do it, and it is what it is. So anybody can take that. They can disagree with it. They can like it. They can not like it. But I'm just trying to tell you, you don't always have to follow exactly what everybody else is telling you to do to make your channel grow. I'm doing something right, whatever that is my point. Okay.
Yeah. You're doing what works for you. And
I'm doing what works for me. Right.
And not everybody is going to like everybody else. You do not need to feel compelled to like everybody, nor should you feel dissed if everybody doesn't like you.
Look at Michelle saying, don't feel dissed.
Tiger,
but seriously, just you shouldn't feel that way. We can't take it that personally.
Right. No. TN Bushcrafter joined us, and Tiger 454 has joined us. Thank you for coming in.
And did you see what TN Bushcrafter said about don't forget YouTube is looking out for their bottom line?
Yeah.
When they're pushing
and that is the truth.
They're looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for you.
And somebody asked this question a long time ago, and I know we've talked about it gazillions of times. Before you get to monetization, how come there's ads on your channel? You must be monetized. No, there's ads on my channel because Google's making money off of my channel without me getting anything out of it. Right. That's why there's ads on my channel. Yes. It's all about a money game for them, and that's how they make the money, is the ads. So they're not, if they cut you off and say, we don't like the content you're putting out, or copyrighted material or whatever, guess who's making the money you would have been making? YouTube, Google. Yes. They're who's benefiting from it. They're not in this to not make money. That's the honesty.
Restrictions, and it's
let's be honest, they put it, they'll do things like copyright, but then it's okay, you can leave the video, you just can't monetize it.
Right.
Well, guess who's making the money off the monetization then?
Yeah.
Right. They are.
Yep, they are. So
a lot of channels do change. I'm sorry, Tony, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
They're gonna get, you like what Dale said, they're gonna get ads out for everybody. So the smaller channels, I might be looking right now at what is relevant today to grow and to get monetized. And by the time I get to the point where I can sign up to get monetized, all of the rules may have changed. Shorts have changed everything since I started.
And Kelly says it's their platform, and she is correct. It is their platform. But at the same token, for me specifically, and I'm not attacking her, it's just a point that I think is valid point. It is their platform. They can require you to do whatever they want to if you want to be on their platform. I get that. But I found a way that I don't have to do that, and I'm not under the scrutiny as if I was monetized by not getting monetized. That's my own personal choice. Okay. Yeah. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong, but for me, it's working, and it's what I'm choosing to do. The whole point I'm trying to get to about that is I'm doing it the way I want to do it. I'm not doing it to drum up the subscriber number. If the subscriber number increases, that's great, and I'm happy about it. I'm with Ginger. I wake up in the morning and there's 20 new subscribers. I'm ecstatic. But my day's not over if they're not there. That's what I'm trying to say. So, okay. So then this leads me to the last question I have for the night. And
oh gosh.
There is a reason behind the question, which I will come to at the end of it, which will reverse our role here, and Michelle will get the question first.
Look at how big her eyes went.
What builds a community?
Oh boy, what builds a community? honesty,
Mhm.
being open, being real.
Mhm.
One of the things that I value the most in some of my closest friends is the ability to be able to speak freely and openly,
Mhm.
and even on your channel, being who you are.
Yep.
Sometimes I think all human beings, it is human nature that we lose sight of the fact that we are all different. And it's a good timing that you would ask me this question, actually, that you would ask
Well,
all,
good.
just because I've been doing a lot of soul searching over the last couple of weeks. But you just have to understand that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and
Nope.
and we're going to have close relationships with people. We're going to have relationships with people that we're friendly, right?
Oh, okay.
And we're going to have relationships that maybe we just have them for a minute and then later on we don't. I don't know. I like to just keep my channel real, but
Right.
I already lost sight of what you said because I started going down that rabbit hole.
I
love
it.
No, I was just thinking.
We love you, Michelle.
Tony, ask it again.
Hold on a second. Don Ray B is leaving, so thank you for coming in.
Bye,
Cindy
Dawn.
Brown.
Bye.
Cindy Brown said she
Bye,
just
Dawn.
seen Joe from Garden State. Gardner is not doing a live tonight because of tornado damage. So
Oh.
everybody
Oh,
keep
my
them in their
goodness.
our thoughts. Okay.
And can I go really quickly to something that Renee said in here? That
Yes.
she wouldn't have the friends that she has made without Tony, and I appreciate it so much.
Oh, yeah.
I have earned a lot of the friends that I have. I have met them. I have had phone conversations with some, not with others. This is where I'm going. You're going to be
Right.
naturally attracted to some people, maybe just because, of your personality or your sense of humor or your
Right.
values. But I have met a lot of amazing people, all of you that are on here, and some people I've never even spoken to that are in the chat all the time and so supportive.
Right.
And so, you have that email relationship or whatever. And it's just a very warm feeling and it's very gratifying.
Good. Cindy Brown said he and his family are fine though. So that's good news. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's and I'm just gonna save you guys. It'll make it a little easier on you guys. If you guys really want to pipe something in, you can. The whole reason this conversation even got started was because, again, like I said, we were talking with Tiffany, and Tiffany made a point last night. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ginger, and I'm paraphrasing, so bear with that as well. But if it wasn't for me, then the friendship she had built with Ginger wouldn't be what it was. And I'm not trying to highlight myself because I'm being as honest with you as I possibly can. All I did is say, this is what I want to do. This is the group of people I want to be surrounded by. And if you'll join me, then please do. If you don't want to, that is your choice and you're more than welcome not to stick around. I don't care if it's 5 people and I don't care if it's 1,000 people. The point is that the group of people I find myself surrounding myself with are those people I know I can call and say, hey, I got a problem. Can you help me with this? Yes, I can. And here's what you need to do. Or no, I can't, whether that's I don't have the information, I really don't have the time, my schedule's filled up. The expectation that you're going to be right there to help me when I need it, when I want it, isn't what I'm looking for. It's, can you steer me in a direction? Can you help me? Do you have resources? Do you have knowledge? Do you have understanding? And when you can you take the time to help me walk through it?
Yes. Yes.
That's all I've tried to do. So when the comment was made that I put the bricks down, it's the rest of us that have built the walls and made it what it is. I firmly support and believe that because I don't look at it as Tony's community. I look at it as our community. And that's really the honesty of it. Okay. I've spouted myself. Ginger, Gail, Lisa, you guys have anything you want to add?
My coffee's delicious, Tony.
Okay, great.
No, so I agree 100% with everything that both of you have said. And not to mention, a community is not about what can I gain from that other person.
Right.
How can I help that other person is how you start building a community. How can I be of help to someone else? And Tony can attest to this because I've done it to him. Sometimes you just need someone to vent to. You don't need them to solve your problem.
No.
You just need them to hear what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, or let yourself talk through it. And to me, that's true friendship and a community.
Right.
A community supports each other, but not to the unrealistic goal of they have to watch every single thing I do.
Yeah, exactly.
It is literally impossible for me to watch every video of every person that I'm attached to. And that's not being mean to any of those that I don't. I just don't.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. Yes. But I'm not going to criticize Michelle and JJ because they don't watch my 25,000 videos. I have a very firm belief.
You have 25,000 videos?
Yes, you are way behind.
No, I don't.
Can I say something really quickly about that? I try in the car, if I'm driving somewhere, if I'm busy doing my own thing and I'm not taping something, I treat a lot of videos like a podcast because I cannot sit in front of my television or my device.
Right.
So I rely on hearing your guys' voices. Tell me what you're doing. And then run in and grab the TV.
It's a very comforting thing. Like if you're shopping, grocery shopping, and I have, my earbuds and I'm listening to you guys, but I'm shopping in the grocery store. I'm like, it's like almost like you're talking to your friends.
Yeah. And then when you laugh when you're walking down the aisle and people say, what is wrong with that person?
Or you can do the one thing where Ginger thinks I have my headphones on and she just talks out loud and everybody in the store got to hear what she had to say.
Yeah. It was okay.
All I was trying to say with what I was at the time Michelle said what she did is I have no expectation that anybody, I don't care who it is, that is friends with me, that follows me, that I don't even care if I got your digits and we talk every day. I have no expectation you're going to watch every video, every short, every live, everything I put out there, because it's just literally not possible to do that for everybody. And I think it's unfair if somebody out there is saying you're not a true subscriber unless you ... You're a subscriber and I give you information. If you like it, you watch it. If you don't or can't, I am not going to die over it because there's
if it's a subject that interests you, thank you for watching. If it doesn't, I appreciate that you didn't waste your time and moved on with what you needed to move on with.
And
I will say Tiger 454 did have a good point. They said they were unfamiliar, hadn't been here enough, didn't know who each of us was.
Okay, well, I can fix that problem if you give me just half a second. And
hi,
there you
my
go.
name is Ginger. I have a seed addiction, and I haven't attended a meeting at Seeds Anonymous yet, but I'm trying to find a location.
Thanks for reminding me I haven't planted my seedlings yet. Appreciate that one.
Listen, do not. I told Dale the same thing the other day. Do not feel pressured, because I was feeling that pressure looking at people's plant starts. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. I'm freaking out. I was going into freak out mode. And then I just said, you know what, Ginger, you're going to have a long summer and you're going to have lots of heat. It's okay. A little bit later of a start. It's okay. Just take a deep breath. So I finally did start some seeds.
Rebecca, I seen the comment about the shady shorts too, by the way. So
I do want to say, Tony, you are like Tony is like the central hub, and we are all like-minded. In the sense that we like our food to be good for us. We want to preserve it the best way we know how. We want to lend help to one another. And it's, I almost feel like, what is that movie? Not Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but where there was the mothership. We all come back to the mothership, and then we hang out there.
The fathership, Tony. The fathership.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not even sure where to go.
Tony could be identifying as a mother today. You never know.
Oh my God. Oh.
Anyways,
sorry, that was good. Oh, he puts her in the paint room. Nice.
I was just kidding. Thank you, Tiffany. Tony is the meat and potatoes of the stew.
Wow.
So, and we're just
made a comment earlier that said, "We are the bricks and Tony's the glue."
Yes. Yeah.
But which I'm okay. I hate talking about myself.
Nana and Dale. I wouldn't have met Nana and Dale. I wouldn't have met Michelle. Yeah. I wouldn't have met Tiffany and James. I mean, there are just a lot of friendships, not only Tony's, but there are a lot of friendships that Joey and I both really, really value as family. They're not just friends. They're like family, and that all started with the Tony man up there.
I think the important thing I want to move forward with and have which I know we all agree on, is that each of us add, if it's a small amount or a large amount, to this group. And every one of us, including those inside a chat, are an integral part of that as well. And so in order to continue your community and build on it as you need to, it goes back to what somebody said earlier. We're all about involving new channels, small channels, medium channels, big channels, well-known, not so well-known, tens of thousands of subscribers to 20. It doesn't matter. It's about, how do you fit in? Do you get something from what we're all providing? And can we learn something from you? That is the point. So, all right.
I'm a parsley flake too, TN Bushcrafter. I'm a parsley flake, just floating around in the stew.
You're funny.
Wendy,
all right. Anything?
I'm sorry. I got to tell her, Wendy, I just used some of my celery that I freeze dried. Oh my goodness. Yum, yum, yum.
Turned out good.
Yum, yum, yum. I'm going to dehydrate some carrots and turn it into carrot powder.
Yes.
This lady right here, she gave me that idea. See, this is how we all help one another. I would have never thought to dehydrate my carrots and make carrot powder out of it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Tiger 454 said thank you and subscribe to you all. Love the info and the positivity. So thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, there's enough Debbie Downers out there in the world that we don't want to be part of that.
I think people come here for the positivity.
Yes.
Sunday afternoon chats are very positive.
So. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys have anything else to add to those questions that we've talked about?
Yes, my seed addiction moves on. I'm planting these in about 30 minutes. This is your fault. You people talked about these Friday night. Now I had to go get some.
Patty pan squash.
Cindy Brown wants to know, can I be butter? It just makes everything better.
Butter does make everything better.
Cindy, let me tell you something, Cindy. You are jam up. I mean, you were on the email address. You were dropping links. Girl, you can be whatever. You can be the butter. You can be the whipping cream. You can be the
Cindy Brown is one of the best mods out there. And very much appreciated on this channel, because without her, we couldn't do it sometimes. So from me, thank you very much.
I agree.
All right. Good.
Very.
Okay, guys. Well, we're past our hour and it's Sunday afternoon. So people got things to do, and we will Tuesday, don't forget, is chat night for
That's
what's
game
Monday?
night. Ooh, that's gonna be
So what's Monday?
fun.
Gonna be so
Monday's
fun.
your day to do what you need to do so you can be on
Yeah.
be ready for chat night on Tuesday. And then okay, Michelle. Pies of March, we're having our live giveaway. 6 p.m. Mennonite Farmhouse, Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Make sure you go watch videos, put comments on, and show up for door prizes too. So
Yeah. Oh, door prizes. I love a good door prize.
don't forget, Angler April has started.
Yes.
So go watch those videos.
I'm so excited to see these. I am so excited to see what everybody comes up with.
So far, it's been pretty good.
Yep.
Oh man, so
Right.
far batting 1,000, man.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, thank you to everybody in chat. Appreciate it. Everybody that's new, thank you for coming in. And our old standbys, we appreciate you as always. Thank you to you guys for coming,
Yes.
because without you, it couldn't be possible. So we will see you
No
Tuesday or Friday or next Sunday. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Great. Bye.
Bye.